cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'm gonna need all the fries you can give me, all you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'm a step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The fair got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. After life in 9/11, folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presses in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is Cohen. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Come on, tempo.
Throwing is Wilson. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now he's going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's Watson on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
After the run, Watson going to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 41 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Tiger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. And the Steelers set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Wilson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
19.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he'll go down at the 28. So 1:56 to play in this 1st half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. So that 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Black 22! Black 22! Black 99 Philly!
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. This is Cohen on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the Steelers on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. The final shot before the break. Watson forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Throw left side complete to QT. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 75 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And sometimes those slants. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Let's get it. Check 50.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. The screen pass here to Cullen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Steelers send out their punt. And look at this, it's a fake. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you...
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 42 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28. Yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson flushed out right. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Reset.
Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller from 17 yards out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Detroit! Detroit!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Gone!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get him there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Jadeveon Clowney coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now back to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 47 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Single receiver. Hey, you're in an Come back. Mike's 50. Tiger.
Watson on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A gain of 39 that time.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on Madden. Try not to get intimidated before you go out and have to.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have been dominant in this one. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
Reset.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Green,
Watson now to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Texans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be third and a mile.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is taken at about the 14. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. And that one results in 35 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Good going, 4 down, 4 down.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing now, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
they
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Javon Hargrave in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Tiger. Check back 21. Woo-hoo. Come back.
On second down, here's Watson. He's going to loft one. Deep left. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Tiger. Down. Blue 80. Two jet. Come back. Tiger.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to take another shot here. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. They're going to try and run. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And all that hard work.